Another day, another thought. Welcome all to another edition of the Double Thought Show. Hope you guys are doing well. As you guys know, I'm RJ here together with my co-host KR. KR, what's up, man?
What's up, everyone?
Yes. Hey, thanks to everyone that's checking out this show. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the Double Thought Show. Remember to like, comment, but and engage with us. But most importantly, if you don't mind, if you haven't done so already, remember to subscribe to the channel as this helps us with growing the channel. By becoming one of our subs, you not only help us grow the channel, but you always also help us further improve, I have to say, the production of the shows of our channel. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. We want to reach 20 more subs this week. There's a saying, KR, you eat the elephant in bits or something. I heard it in Spanish. It sounded better in English than I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's in English. I heard it in Spanish. Thought
Wait,
this was very great.
you can eat what you hunt. Well, I'm not saying we're hunting subscribers, but
No, it's more like you want an elephant, you eat an elephant bit by bit.
okay,
So it's why, but I promise it sounded great in Spanish.
okay.
But that's why,
How
guys,
about that show in Espanol?
en español,
Maybe
yes.
future, maybe future.
Yes. But yeah, guys, so it's really important that you subscribe if you haven't done so already. And speaking of, to grow, we not only need you to subscribe if you haven't done so already, but also please share the video with your friends, families, and of course, don't forget to share it with your enemies as well. As we always say at the beginning of the show, remember to check out down below in the comment section. You can find a disclaimer. In short, we're just here to provide entertainment. If you're looking for advice, this is not the place to be. If you're looking to have a great time, welcome to the Double Thought Show. We have a very interesting theme today and a
Hmm.
couple of topics to discuss. And the time is short. So, KR, floor is yours.
Thanks for the housekeeping, RJ. So, people, as we always say at the Double Dot Show.
Bless
Well,
you.
that was can't do it so
That's
well.
like a cough.
Bora! Hora do show!
Yes.
It's like dude
Oh,
cough, man.
anyway,
Uh,
guys, in today's theme will be a Lego show. And as we say always at the Lego shows,
When there's no cops around, anything's legal.
well,
That's a joke,
that,
guys.
it's not real.
Please
That's
don't.
not the, that's not don't think no. Let's rewind that one.
When there's no cops around, anything's legal.
No, we're not saying you should go out and start stealing. What we're trying to say is that sometimes when no one is watching, people will do weird stuff. And today we're gonna talk about that in this show.
Yeah.
Because
Really weird stuff.
really weird stuff. Because as you can see in the thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about protecting yourself. We have two cases involving NDAs, prenups, Kevin Costner, Jonah Hill. We're gonna dive deep into this topic to
A
see
lot of names.
whether, huh?
A lot of names.
A lot of names, a lot of signatures. Everyone doing as if there is no police around. Anyway, guys, RJ, do you have anything to add before we continue?
Yeah, well, just this. We talk about these things, but of course, we on our show we always try to take a approach, either a legal or a business aspect. It's just to with the purpose of just, first of all, entertainment, but you can learn from things like this, from stories like this as well. So, uh, yeah, I like these type of topics because they're a good conversation starter. So don't forget, guys, to engage. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you agree with our take or whether you think either one of us has something, or whether you think KR is wrong. Just
What you think, RJ? You said it's a good conversation starter. Would these topics be great icebreakers on dates?
what do you feel about?
What you feel about signing an NDA, baby?
Oh, you mean a prenup? You mean a prenup? Yeah, I was opposed to prenups, but I talked to friends, and after five years of being against it, now I can finally say, uh, prenups. Yeah, I'm okay with signing a prenup.
You walk in and
No,
tell, oh,
darling, you're a bit too far down the road. I'm not talking prenup. I'm talking about another document.
the
So you can
girlfriend.
shut up now.
Yo, oh, we're going off the rails already. Jeez,
Oh
jeez.
my god.
Are you signing? Are you signing the girlfriend NDA? Oh my god. Now, guys, before we continue, we will take a look at, because we have talked about these topics in the past. So it's nothing new. Here at
Here on
Double
the
Talk
channel.
Show,
No.
we always try to take a look at NDAs, prenups, people trying to insert themselves into someone else's wife at work, pressing the enter button way too hard. We have a playlist for this. It's called Protect Yourself in Relationships. And of course, I need to put it on public. But we have talked about relationships in the past, looking at Ime Udoka, his affair at the workplace, Nat former Try Guys, where they would try anything with people at their job. And no, just kidding.
Yo,
It's just
I
a joke.
forgot.
It's
Yo,
just,
that was a long time ago, Kia.
and it
We're
was
moving
9
fast,
months
man.
ago back then.
Not even a year, but it feels like decades ago.
Yeah, it feels like, well, it's more like, I would say we are not now at show number
71.
71, I
Yeah.
think. So
Yeah.
that's, I think that's probably show number 4. So yeah, that
I was at
I,
the beginning. Yeah, it was at the
very,
beginning.
so guys, if you watch it, it's a very different vibe.
Yeah. We were
The
still a bit
we were
awkward.
trying, yeah, awkward. We didn't have mics, no good audio. The visuals weren't there. We were basically trying it out. So
Yeah.
if you want to check it out, go check it out. The content, the quality of the content is still great, but
Yeah.
the visuals, the sound is
Yeah.
a bit
Yeah.
lacking.
We were stuck in rushing it, basically. Like the CEO of Ocean Gate.
Guys, if you
Check
want
out
to check out what he's talking about, this guy is
stuck in
playing.
rushing.
Back in the days, he used to say, "I'm the danger to the channel." But sometimes I have the feeling that he was basically projecting. Look at what he says.
No. That's not it. That's not it. The thing is, KR. The thing about KR is he. This is you. When you are talking and going through the points, then you're like, I have no worries. But
Okay.
when you think, when you stop to think, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna say it anyway. That's when you're more dangerous than I am. So that's all I'm saying.
Anyway, guys, so
No, but
let's
that's good.
continue. Let's continue. It's all jokes, but we talked about prenups in the past. We talked about the divorce of Tom Brady, which they had a prenup and it went pretty well. It was quite amicable, but both are rich, so it's easier to to go your different ways when you're marrying a, let's call it a financial burden. Oh no, I mean a you're helping your wife in her financial situation. Why can I do that? You might be right, RJ. You might be right.
I know I'm right. You do it with sound. You do it with you you do it with sound effects and everything.
Call it a financial burden. What the heck is wrong with me? But that went
Depreciating
pretty
asset.
well. That went pretty well. Well, you proved your point within 2 minutes. Um, let's continue. So we have a couple of guys. These are just check them out so you can get a bit of, because we're gonna also refer to one of these cases we did before.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods and his NDA, his girlfriend NDA. It's not a wife. Tiger has learned from his situations. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's start with Kevin Costner. Kevin is right now in a not so amicable divorce. Kevin Costner's estranged wife remains at their 145 million coastal California compound as she refuses to leave following divorce filing in violation of the prenup, as inspectors seen on scene. RJ,
Yes.
can someone refuse to leave even though it's been agreed upon before in the prenup? Can you
Uh,
just walk in and push them out?
yeah. Well, yes, because in a sense, okay, so let me start by saying that I am not a family law, US family law expert. So, what would be perfect to answer this question, KR? The lead attorney, man. This
Mm.
is right up his alley. But to
Well,
answer
we
your
have to turn it under one button. Let's call. No, I'm just kidding.
no, man, but what I can say is this: when you have a prenup, it's basically an agreement, and the rule is basically just the rule. You have to fulfill your obligations laid down in an agreement. So if you put in an agreement that you have to do something, then you have to do it. The law does always have certain exceptions. For example, if an agreement is against the law,
Mm.
for example, uh, if there is a minimum wage to be paid, and you agree with an employee that you will pay the employee less than a minimum wage, then that agreement is null and void because it's the agreement that is
A
not
violation of
yeah.
the.
But there are certain laws and regulations where you are allowed to deviate. So there are certain laws who are certain rules that are certain rules of law that are fixed, binding. It is what it is. And there are other who are, let's say, they have a more regulatory nature. So you are allowed to deviate by means of a contract, for example. And a prenup, that's basically what it is. The philosophy is that the 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 parties have an agreement. They willingly and out of their free will agreed to certain terms and conditions in their prenup, and you have to comply. So if she's not complying, Kevin Costner can take judicial matters.
Mm.
I don't know if you would have to go to court first to get a verdict and then evict her, or get her off the property. But
But
yeah,
what you shouldn't do is take matters in your own hands.
that's for sure. That's
Okay.
for sure. That's for
That's
sure.
one
What
thing
you
you forgot to say.
yeah.
Don't walk in with a sick and try to get them out. Guys, protect yourself. Anyway, so it started already very weird, the whole thing, because she refused to leave. Then what happened? Her ex says he is trying to make their children homeless by kicking them out of their house. As the actor insists, it's not healthy for the pair to be sharing a space in the $145 million home. Then another article was released where friends are saying he's trying to humiliate her and is out for revenge against Christine, that's the wife, Baumgarten after her divorce filing. And now she worries the Yellowstone star will have police escort her out of the house. Imagine that.
Yeah.
You break the agreement and then I'm trying to.
But
But yeah.
it's better to be escorted out than thrown out, right? and and again, that argument sounds like a very emotional argument. What did parties agree to? If parties agreed that in the event of a filing, in the event of a divorce, the woman would need to get out, or whatever, the party who does X or Y would need to get out, and it happens, then that person needs to get out. You cannot. I mean, it's very emotional. It's a very emotional argument, but you can't call someone. You can call someone
Out?
out for enforcing what parties agreed to.
You've signed it.
You signed it, yeah. You signed it. So yeah,
But that's not only it. According to Daily Mail, Costner owns multiple houses. So they are sharing a bit of the, let's call it the real estate portfolio of Kevin Costner. According to them, he also owns a Aspen Ranch, which has 12 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a baseball field, and a 24/7 caretakers. And 24/7 caretakers. And that is in addition to the marital home in California. Friends jumped to her defense, saying she's not a gold digger. This isn't about the money. Kevin Costner's estranged wife wants to keep things normal for the kids and insists she was never home anyway. He was never home anyway. He's lashing out because she ended the marriage. Was she trying to finesse Kevin out of a 145 million home
I
by
think
not leaving or
I
trying to
think
put pressure on the initial agreement? So they basically you signed the agreement and you want to after the fact you want to rearrange the agreement.
yeah. I think what she did was she decided to divorce. This is what I believe. I have no information, but what it seems like is that she decided. So she made an emotional decision to separate, and did not check with perhaps the lawyers first what that decision would mean. A lot of people,
Hmm.
they get married because of the emotional symbol that it has, right?
Hmm.
Some people do it for the spiritual.
Some people do
Some
it for
people
the
do it
money.
for the money. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said it right before you. Sorry, I interrupted. You had a pretty good monologue, but let's continue.
Some people do it for the money.
I thought you were going to forget that one, but
I can't
some
forget.
people do it for the clout.
No, I didn't have that in mind when I started, but I
Why
always,
do you not have that in mind, man?
I always try to do like three, right?
Three,
So
yeah.
three
It
things
could be
always.
five in this case.
Well, three or five, yeah. But in this case, but yeah, but there are a lot of reasons. But a lot of people, they only look at the wedding. So let's say
Surface.
the not the legal. It's not a contract, but let's call it a contract, a legal contract
Legal
between the
contract.
man and the woman
Mhm.
that they are married. Almost always they forget. Well, they don't forget necessarily about the kids because when you have kids, you know, okay, you have obligations towards the kid. But it seems like, let's say, the most, so those are mostly emotional aspects, but most people forget the financial aspect. And they make the emotional decision based on their dissatisfaction, their emotional dissatisfaction, but they never think to go to check with lawyers what the financial consequences would be. If I look at the headlines you're showing, they seem to insinuate that the woman's gonna be homeless. All the pictures they're showing about the woman and the kids seems like they're already on the streets. But what you're saying now is that there are more assets, more houses, and not just like duplexes, like luxurious.
This is the house that they would have been she would have been evicted from.
Yeah, it's a nice house.
I would think 80% of people love love to be living in a house like that.
Even the garden is better than some people's houses. But you just mentioned a house in Aspen or a ranch in Aspen.
Yes, yes, yes. I
12.
can. Do I need to pull that one up as well?
Yeah, let's pull it up so we know
Let's
what we're
pull it
talking
up
about.
and let's
Yeah.
see what we're talking about because that boy caking. This is the ranch in Aspen with a baseball field,
A
main
pond,
uh, two.
2 ponds. Yeah, a big one. Oh, yes, is that a golf course? Seems like a golf course as well.
No, that's a baseball field. The number six
Oh yeah,
unit,
number 6 is a baseball field. Yeah,
baseball field. So he can host his
yeah.
own baseball team, youth baseball team.
No. But it's not about. It's always not. It's not about. Um, it's like Chris Rock said, men can't go back sexually, women can go back in lifestyle. When you're accustomed to 146 million house and all its benefits, then even a 40 million house, even a Tiger Woods house
Even a 10 million house
is trash because you're compared to something way higher. But to call it homeless though, that's it's a bit of a stretch.
I mean, I wasn't planning to show it now, but because you started talking about it, I have to go there. I have to go there.
See, now I'm nervous, guys.
Oh, you don't have to be nervous. You don't
All
have
right,
to be nervous
cool.
because I'm only gonna show the lifestyle. The lifestyle. What are they spending on? So this is an article again by Daily Mail talking about gifts of 180,000. Sorry, 830,000. What am I?
That's something. I was looking.
Completely different.
I was looking at all the numbers. Like,
Where is the
what's
100?
the closest one?
Who's the closest? boats of 26,000, spa visits of 22,000,
You skipped a very important one.
gardeners,
542,000.
that's the
Yeah, the gardeners. Yeah, yeah.
gardeners. Yeah. Baumgartner's filing reveals Costner raked about 19 million in 2022. He donated gifts worth about, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, 20 million. The guy is caking he's really making the big dough. Oh, here it is. Beach house. And this is the thing. You would think you want this as the
Lifestyle.
one who's making the money. You don't want your business to be out there.
No.
Now everyone knows that you spend 542 on gardeners.
You're
You
talking about.
You spend 84,000 in household help.
Yeah.
Now let's continue. Both expensive, 25,000. Personal trainer, 12,000. Golf and club dues, 34,000. She's putting all his business out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
God
Yeah.
bless him.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's what you said. It's what you said, right? If you're making all the money, you don't want to put your business out there. But there are exceptions. Some people that make money like putting their business out there. This is
Boom.
not a shot at Kiki Palmer. It's just some people like bragging. No, I know what you think. That's why I'm saying that. But it's just some. Some people. KR always does this. Because I said it because I know where he wants to go. I know how his mind works.
How
But
my mind works? Where are you going? I wanna
some,
know.
but in all seriousness, some people like bragging.
Yes.
Oftentimes, people that
Rapper,
brag,
OnlyFans.
yeah, but also businessmen. Like I know people who every chance they get, they need to tell you. Like they don't say, "I just bought a watch." They need to tell you. You know those people. They need to tell you how much it costs. Oh, times are hard, man. This watch used to cost 40, and now it's like 60. You're like,
Oh man, I have. Your watch is 60. I have a painting that's worth 100K. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, I'm just bragging. I'm not bragging, guys. I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. But
pesos. You didn't say the currency last.
rupees, man. My shit is in rupees, man. They always get paid in rupees. India is the future. That's another show.
That's another show. Yes, yes.
But continue, RJ. Yeah, people brag a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, some people brag a lot, but in this case, I think Kevin Costner is relatively low profile
Yeah.
person.
Until now, yeah.
Yeah.
Until now, all his business on the front street.
Yeah, yeah, and goes to what we're talking about as well, right? The liability aspect.
It's the liability. Is your wife is the person you're with? Is she adding to your business?
We've seen husbands do it as well.
Uh,
This is
Wait a second. Maybe you gotta give me my gotta skip. Look at the play develop.
let it develop, Skip.
Let it develop. It's your
Okay.
wife or your girlfriend. Is she a liability? Is she adding to your business? Or is she subtracting now or in the future? Or both? Is the guy you're dating? You knew he was a bum, but you gave him a chance. Is he subtract from your business? Or do you have to have him sign an NDA or a prenup so you know you're protected in the future? Because he talks too much. or because you know you're the best thing that he ever had. Oh man, Drake! Shout out to Drake, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know that's why you like gotta let the play develop. I had
It's
the
good.
perfect setup.
Well, you interrupt me at the beginning, so now we're even, I guess. Hypocrite. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey guys, before you know, wait, you gotta watch who you rent the places to in your compound. Because maybe you're getting in the Trojan horse,
The enemy.
the enemy, that tried to insert himself between you and your partner or your wife, whatever you want to call it, or your husband or your boyfriend.
husband.
Because it also happened. Rumors are, I'm not. It says that there was a tech tycoon living on their compound next to them. Oh, wait a second. Where is he? Can't find it. In their compound. Cannot find the compound picture right now. But according to them, he was, as he desperate housewife Kevin Costner's estranged wife, Baumgartner leaped to her defense as tech tycoon living on her compound denies romance. According to the
Okay.
Daily Mail, Tech Mobile Daniel Starr saying, "I'm just a guy who paid rent." Yo, this is crazy. Let me scroll down a little bit. I'm just a guy that's paying rent. I'm out here. I'm out here living my life as a tech mogul. I'm renting the place, and now you guys are trying to pull me in. But according to Daily Mail,
Come on.
the guy, a buff tech mogul, who was renting the guest house for 64,000, became close friends with his wife, and he would drop in almost daily. When? Wow. Kevin was out there, I would guess, filming for Yellowstone, while he was trying to make the cake so the family could eat off the hog. To eat crabs every day. The guy was paying rent and also
Allegedly.
allegedly, according to these articles, visiting, checking on Kevin Costner's wife while he was away. Just making sure, as a good guy, making sure she is safe.
Was he dropping in or was the wife dropping in? That's a serious question.
Someone, it seems like he was dropped in. Let me see. With his wife, who would drop into his home. Oh yeah, the
The
wife
wife was dropping in.
dropping
Yeah,
into
the
his
wife
home.
was
Yeah,
dropping in.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
was just paying
Yeah.
rent. He
He
wasn't.
was yo, he might be right. I
He
was
was.
just paying rent, and then I found
I
myself
found myself. Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? What the heck are you doing? Stop! Stop! I don't want
Stop.
it to happen.
Stop biting. No, but
Whoa, wait, whoa, what? Biting? Where are you going, RJ?
hey,
Are you are
listen,
you are you are you sick?
listen.
Oh my god.
That's
Allegedly biting.
no, we're just it's just yeah. This is not our story.
Yes.
This is us running with the jokes about this story. Uh, I don't know if it has been confirmed or denied, this story. So we need to take everything with a grain of salt. However, KR, the I wanted to point out one thing. One thing that, that maybe you'll say that's a lawyer in me again, but one thing that stood out.
What stood up or out?
Out.
Mm.
The
God, I'm a shit. Wait a minute. Oh man.
the the if you look at all the headlines, can we go quickly through the headlines?
Of course I can.
Just quickly, one by one.
Which one? From the start?
From the all the ones, yeah, let's go there.
Compound refuses to leave.
Yes. Wife says he is go. What does the title say? Just
Oh.
I want to read the titles. Yeah. Now Kevin Costner's ex-wife Christine says he is trying. Okay, next. He wants to humiliate her. Kevin Costner is out for revenge against his wife. Okay, next. Next one. The headlines, only the headlines. She's no gold digger. This isn't about money. Okay. She's not a desperate housewife. Okay. So, KR,
We're not done yet.
she's not a desperate housewife. So one more time. Yeah.
Last but not least.
Okay. Now, it seems as though only it seems as though only one side is doing all the talking. Almost all
Leaking.
almost
Leaking.
almost all the stories start with the ex-wife said or friends of ex-wife said. I mean, it's clear there's only one corner that's talking. The other one is like
But you might be right on that one.
it's like okay, that's she's not a gold digger. Friends of his strange wife said. She wants to kick me. He wants to kick me out. Ex-wife said. It's just one side talking about
You
like
might be
bringing.
right. You might be right on this one because look at
Yeah,
this. This was the what inside Kevin Costner's very bitter divorce from his strange wife.
yeah,
Explosive claims that Star is now homeless. She splurged 95K on his credit card and has a restraining order against him.
yeah.
Kevin Costner's attorney. Oh, now it's the first time. Accuses his strange wife, or maybe that's leaked from the other side, of taking property without his knowledge and paying her divorce lawyer with his employee's credit card. So you might be right on that one.
Yeah, well, this is like in court. So it seems as though, well, it seems more as though Kevin Costner is fighting the battle in court, and drop, news that let's say news pertaining to what is happening in court might be dropped by Kevin Costner's side or perhaps someone in the courtroom at that time. But all the other emotional articles are from the wife side. And I mean, we've seen it the other way around as well. You've also seen cases where it's the man that's doing all the talking and the putting on social media, blasting on social media, things of that nature.
Hey, why you have to get, dude? What the heck is with you? The second show already? What the heck, man? Let's continue. So we are at the end of this part of the show. I think what you get is at the end, the wife. Let me go here. The wife wanted, because of their big expenses, she wanted. Well, Kevin offered her 52,000 for child support because she in her prenup, she didn't. It said that she wouldn't get spousal support. So he wanted to give her 52,000 for the child support. She wanted 248,000. And according to the headlines from Fox News and Yahoo Entertainment, she got 129,000 a month for 3 kids, and he wants her to pay his lawyer fees, which is about 100,000. So at the end, for now, it seems like he's gonna pay 130,000 almost a month for the 3 children, which are, the youngest is 13, the oldest is 15. Is your wife an asset or a leech? No, or a liability. Sorry, my bad. Guys, let us know in the comments, because your wife can track it, and that could lead also to a divorce.
Send us an email, man.
Send us an email. Don't send us anything. Don't include us in
Yeah. We're just paying rent, guys. We're just paying.
paying rent over here, and don't include us, because if this shit, if that goes out, probably we're involved in a lawsuit. No, dude. Keep it to the comments, guys. What you think about this story of Kevin Costner? Is it justified that he's paying 130,000 a month for 3 kids, or is he also paying for the wife? It should be half, right? So I would think in this case the wife would also be paying 130, right? It's like 50-50.
No, I don't
No,
think so. No,
no,
it's
only the big spender is the one.
so I think it's differs per state, probably per jurisdiction how it's done. But usually you take the income of both parties,
Mhm.
and you take into account. So we're talking about so not alimony but child support.
Support. Yes, this child
So
support.
if I'm not mistaken, what you do is you see what both people earn,
Mhm.
then you see what both parents' expenses are, and then you see what the children's expenses are, and based on that you come to an amount. So let's say certain expenses, they will say, okay, a mortgage, yeah, we can reduce that from your income, because you need housing. A mortgage can also be like rent. Yeah, you need to. So let's say you earn, let's say $4,000, and your rent is 1,000. Then the rent is, uh, a legitimate item to subtract from, the total amount. But let's say you have a other expenses. For example, you're a member of an association, and you pay 500 guilders dollars, you pay $500 per month. That's more luxury. If you travel every 3 months, that's more luxury. It's like, it's not really it.
One thing I forgot to say, in the early stages, when it all started popping off, it seemed like the wife was playing this out, because Kevin gave her $1 million to leave the home.
She took
Was
it.
She
Did she
took
take it?
and stayed.
She,
The judge told told her to pay it back.
Of course.
He basically gave her the money, I think, to buy a home or find your home. And she took it and paid the lawyer with it.
Yeah.
Guys, let's do some housekeeping. Let's do some housekeeping. It's because we gotta clean the floor a little bit.
Savage. Yeah. Let's clean the floor.
Life can be tough sometimes. Well, like we asked the question: is she or is he or she an asset or a liability? Before we continue the second part of the show, guys, hit that like button. Really helps us get our videos out there to more people as we're trying to spread the word.
Yes. Yes. The gospel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The gospel. And don't forget to press on the follow button on the multiple social media channels we have, Instagram and Facebook at the Double Thought Show. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We also see that 95% of you guys watch the videos, but are not subscribed and have watched multiple times. If you like the commentary on the topics we discuss, and you want to continue to follow us in the future, don't forget to press on that subscribe button. In addition, press as well on that bell next to the subscribe button, the notification bell. That way you're always notified when we press publish on new videos, as we try to post at least once a day. Of course, we have a goal. I just said it. Let's try to reach that goal this week. And you can be part of that as well. If you're a first time watcher of this video or first time watcher of the channel, don't forget to press on that subscribe button. You can be part of that 20 of this week. We had a pretty good rally last week. So maybe we can top that and go towards what we want. Don't forget to share the video with your friends, families, and of course, your wife, your husband, your ex-wife, your husband, the bum boyfriend. Oh no, well, your boyfriend.
The tycoon.
What?
The tycoon
The tycoon.
living on your property.
Your boyfriend next to your husband. No, I'm talking about the side dude. Don't forget to post him. Make sure he's always paying the rent and there is no trace of you visiting once a day. Of course, don't forget to share it with your enemies. That could be your wife. That could be your husband. They might be setting you up
They might be.
pay alimony or child support for the rest of your life. No, not for the rest of your life. Distract them. Technically, you shouldn't share this video with them because that's not a distraction. You're giving them.
Wow, infotainment.
I don't think that's a good idea, but share it anyways, guys. Help us reach that like and the goal. Back to the show. RJ,
Yes.
second part of the show.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the second part of the show.
Second part of the show. Jonah Hill. Jonah got himself in a peculiar situation. His ex-girlfriend started leaking text messages. Apparently, she started last year already. Leaking text messages. Guys, why is it always the text messages? Maybe we should stop texting your partner or the girl you're dating. Just send one word instructions. Call me. And talk to her with a voice transform. So you sound basically, oh my God.
Yo, what's up, man?
No, because that's the same.
Like this. And maybe let's go on a date. Okay, well, I can.
Or you can always talk like this, change the voice,
Can't change
but
the voice.
don't send text.
Don't change
Hey
the
man, why?
Don't change the voice. Don't change the voice.
Don't change the voice.
And say your name.
Yes. This is the lawyer. This is why we have a lawyer in this show. To always protect you. Don't no, it's guys. It's a joke. No, we're not giving advice to do anything.
Hey.
It's not advice, but it's just a joke. Don't call saying, "Hey, baby, it's
It's
RJ
John.
from
It's John.
or John living living at Avenue." My number is 1-800. No, don't do that, guys. If you're changing the voice, keep yourself separated. But
Yeah.
it's a text.
I
She
think
reviewed a couple of texts. Oh, RJ.
if we have to give so much disclaimers, Kira, I mean, if it's not obvious that you shouldn't tell your name, we should go one step further as well. Don't video call either.
Oh,
Like, I mean, it's I mean, you never know. Some people might need that extra instruction, but hey.
man, slide in the DMs with 2 words or 3 words. Don't try to tell a story paragraph about how you want to go on a date before you know, when you break up, your whole story is being posted on the gram.
Oh man.
Anyway, guys, it's tough because he's being accused of being a misogynist. That's not what we're going to talk about today, actually. Obviously, she's a liability. That's why he cut her off. He realized she has a different path. And he's not the one who's supposed to save her.
Yeah.
He let the dove go.
Yeah.
Oh, go your way.
Yeah. He was like, I have a different path. I'm for the path.
I have that path.
You have a different street. Yeah. You're for the streets.
You're for the streets. Go back to the streets where you belong.
Be
Not
free.
saying that, whoa, be free. That's basically what he said in those texts. I don't know if you've seen the text.
It's
RJ.
like the New York pigeons. Be free.
Yeah.
I didn't check out the text specifically. No, only let's say I only read articles about the texts, but didn't read the texts.
Well, to me, it seems like he was basically putting boundaries.
That's what I.
Whether boundaries are good or bad, he was saying, if you want to date me, this is what you should do. But I guess she wanted to date him because she did everything he asked for. Then they also went to therapists. Well, therapy, don't want to talk about therapists before they sue me about the stupid stuff they put on. Anyway, so what happened is now Jonah, after the breakup, started dating someone else. Jonah was looking for certain things in a person, family, and got a kid. The kid was born like a month ago. By chance, these texts just pop up now. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's jealousy, or maybe it's a mischance. at the end of the day, there are a couple of people that talked about this. Again, we're not gonna go too deep into it. They are you have this guy from Popcorn Planet, which they talk about the leaked text, and also they show a couple of, let's say, stories, it seems, from this whole quagmire, but then from Jonah Hill posting, it seems like. Not sure, but or is it the girlfriend? I'm not sure, but it was quite interesting reading all these texts. And you also, of course, the guys Abba and Preach, always great commentary on this. I totally agree with them. I'm not sure why these texts are leaked. It's private, guys. You guys are weirdos. No, it's a joke, but why the heck are you posting private texts?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be private. I'm talking to you directly. What the heck does everyone have to see what I'm talking to you? What I talk to you is one on one. It's for
Yeah.
us too. Now we broke up, and now you think you somehow your therapist convinced you that you've been abused.
Yeah. You know, okay, I don't trust anyone who sends me screenshot of a conversation they had with another person without taking away, at least the names, something, let's say, to keep that person's identity private. Because if you do that with that person, you might do it with me as well. Nowadays, you also need to watch out because with these, you can basically record audio, you can record visuals. I mean, you don't even need wires anymore, man. Are you wearing a wire? No. I just have a phone in my pocket. Don't mind. You were saying?
Say it harder. I cannot hear you. Put the volume up. Yeah, but yes, I do agree with you on that. Um, that's
And
both.
interpretation is also a thing, right? So you interpret something one way, you share with the world, and maybe the world sees it and they're like,
Not only that, people cut out the previous parts. They don't show you the previous text. They
that's
only show
true.
you what fits the narrative,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's always the
that's true.
biggest problem with what I have with these things. But anyway, guys, Jonah had a girlfriend. In a previous show, we also talked about other people having girlfriends, and we joked a lot about that. But Tiger Woods had his girlfriend sign an NDA. He had her sign an NDA. She was his girlfriend. And then she tried to remove the NDA. Now they broke up, saying all kinds of stuff. I'm not gonna say what she said. Go watch the previous show. It's in the playlist. It's in the playlist. We have two shows on that. The first, what happened, and the second, the closing, basically closing of the case, because the judge ruled that she cannot remove the NDA. And
Why do people think they can do that? It's like you agree to something, you sign something. Why do you think? What do you think you're doing when you're signing the document? And why do they think it's easy to just reverse it? I don't get that, KR.
because everything else, people there is a pattern. Usually people can reverse certain people can reverse certain things, like consent. You can reverse it apparently, because some people try to do stuff. So maybe that's the reason. I'm not sure, but when the it seems like when people, well, things are good, people always want to go with the flow, right? And then there are benefits. Now the benefits are being removed. That means if my benefits are being removed, your benefits should also be removed. Maybe that's the idea behind it.
Maybe.
Because
But
you have
yeah,
a benefit. If she signed the NDA, you have a benefit. She's not gonna talk. She cannot make money, or he cannot make money off of you.
yeah.
No stories, no books.
No articles.
No articles. She can now. Now
No.
your name is being slandered. Your texts are being exposed. Let's take a look at a fellow Hollywood person who also had people sign NDA, but someone you wouldn't expect. They always look weird at men who ask people to sign NDA. This time, we have a person who's not a man, who's doing the same as man, protecting herself
Yeah.
from you vultures out there. Well, back
Yeah.
then, she's now married,
Yeah.
but
Well, the same as men, in the sense that because usually in the story, that's a funny thing, right? When the story breaks out, it's oftentimes the man do this, man do this, man do this. But this story is like an eye opener that women also do it. They never catch heat for it.
yeah, because the thing is that women, you
And
guys deal with straggle daggles. That's why. People that don't have a future. They sign the NDA and they start talking about the NDA and then they get sued. But again, you cannot, if people don't have anything, what are you suing them for?
yeah,
They used to eat chicken every day. Now they have to eat crickets,
yep.
insects. Who gives a heck? Anyway, let's take a look at Raven Simone, who's going to talk about her NDA story.
Relationships, especially when I started dating, I had to get people to sign
NDA.
NDAs, and it took me a while to wrap my head around it because it's just very impersonal, but someone in our position needs to do that.
When do you ask somebody when you're dating them? You'll go back to this story. Somebody asks you out. At what point in the date or the relationship do you say, I have some paperwork for you?
Before the naughty times come.
but
No, I'm serious. Like right before naughty time comes.
So you have paperwork on your nightstand?
Yes. Wow. Not always on the nightstand. It might happen the day, like the day before, or whatever.
But I'm saying, so naughty time is coming. It's like the juices are flowing and you're getting ready. No, but you're ready, but you got to stop. What I'm saying, I'm just trying to understand. I've been married for 42 years. I'm from a different world. I'm just, so you say, you know what I'm going to do to you after you sign this.
And it's gotten worse. Now they have.
That's another thing here. You
What
need
is?
to introduce it without killing the mood.
I know a way. Maybe let me blindfold you.
I have this.
Take this pen and
I have the,
yeah, put it here on the paper and sign it real quick.
yo. I have this kink where I want you, where we're envisioning me in a relationship with a female version of Daredevil. Can you sign this? Can you sign this agreement, please? Sign it out.
But yeah, that's a great remark, because that's really interesting to not to kill the vibe at that moment. But sometimes you have to put yourself first.
But I think it's something you should drop, let's say from the beginning. I mean, it's like you meet someone, yeah, are you in a relationship? No, I'm not. Are you? No, because being in a relationship with me is not easy. First of all, of course, there's the NDA that you have to sign because I'm a celebrity.
You gotta
But
click
aside
on
from
it.
that, and then you push it already. So then you
Mm.
already pushed it, and the person knows. Oh, there's an NDA, but you don't stress it, right? You're just
Mm.
like, oh, there's the NDA. But aside from that, and then you go talk about the other things. But the
Mm.
only thing that the person will think of is, I need to sign an NDA. And that way, if the person decides to proceed, then you know what the rules are
Hey man, it's you might have a point there. Start the opening
from the get-go.
from the get go. Yeah, that's a good point. Life is tough for me as a
Let people
maybe do you know that? No, you don't know that. Well, I have to have everyone sign an NDA. I don't
NDA,
want to.
yeah, just like
I
every
don't want
celebrity.
to. I don't want to, but
I have to.
maybe I have to.
It's a deal breaker. And yeah, if there's no NDA, but you're not talking about that person specifically, you're just talking about in general. Some people, I see chemistry with some people, but yeah, they have a problem with the NDA, and I'm not going to do anything without an NDA. But yeah, that's something for another day. What's your favorite color?
What you like to do at naughty times? No. My naughty time is blindfold. Have you signed paper? Sign away your will. Anyway, guys, let's take a second look at the video from Raven, which reveals a lot about Hollywood and the situations with actors and celebrities deal with.
Consent forms. Now they have consent forms to where they're like, are you okay with anal? Are you okay with this? Can I do this? You can do this to me. And now that's a part of it now.
It's all on the same page, or do you sign the first papers, and then if you want to roll her over, you have to sign another paper?
There you go. Front and back, please.
Wait, but who's stopping to read these documents ahead of time?
The lawyer's right there in the room. Welcome to being a celebrity in Hollywood nowadays.
Well,
It's true though. Nowadays, hashtags, real life, they change the dynamic of having an intimate relationship with somebody.
So let me ask you something. As a single person, when you're a single person, where do you go get this paperwork?
Your lawyer.
So you call your lawyer, and I need fuck paperwork.
I had a lawyer. He sent me multiple copies. I had what is it? Drawer, the thing that you pull out.
It's a drawer.
It's a drawer.
Nightstand?
No. Where you keep your files. Old school.
File cabinet.
Thank you. Jeez. Honey, sometimes that's disassociation comes with loss of memory. File cabinet, relationships. You pick one up, date it, sign it. I still got them. I still got all of them. So nobody can say anything in it, whatever. And then I had one.
Shots fired. She's like letting you guys know out there, the ones who know that they're in that cabinet. Don't be a weirdo out here dropping text messages. I still got them all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but it just goes to show you, and it's the times we live in, KaiR. We always think. The narrative is that men always do these type of things, but it's for some reason more accepted when a woman says it. But either man or woman, there's a place for it, especially in the times we're living in now.
Yeah.
Where you can get canceled by the public. So the court can find you innocent, but the public can decide to cancel you, whether you're right or wrong. Check out our shows about Bud Light, specifically about these topics, as well as the show we had. We had a show about KaiR. Maybe we can drop it in the comment section. The other show about the business models that did not work, the anti-capitalistic business models. It's things like you can get canceled people don't just because you said something wrong, or as you said, KR, just because someone took a part of a whole thread and posted it, and they called you misogynist, they called you misogynistic, they called you a gold digger, whatever it is they called you, and basically create a whole story and a fake a narrative around it. So it's a shame that we need to go to this extent, but as I've mentioned at the start of the show, a relationship has a emotional component. It has a emotional, as a mental component. It has a spiritual component, and it has a financial component. And everything, it seems like the emotion is the most important. A lot of people put the emotion at the top, but your emotions, I mean, you should trust your gut feelings, but your emotions are tricky. You might feel some way now about something, and tomorrow you'll feel completely different about that same thing. But chances are that the way of thinking, your mind, is more stable than your emotions. And you would need to talk to people, and people would need to convince you, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you're right. But your emotion is like you're discussing things with yourself without you even knowing. And so while they are thinking about, what did I do? Oh, that person is mad again. He doesn't love me. She's a gold digger. You know, all those emotional things. There's like a big interest, a big, I mean, it's assets, right? It can be financial assets, reputational, your reputation. It can be your future job opportunities. Everything is on the line. Like it's a whole, and it's like you don't see it, but it's there. And one person can get emotional, flip, and decide to blow everything up because of emotions. And even if that person comes and tells you sorry after 5 years, you've lost it all already. So it's like you need to, nowadays, emotions, especially nowadays, emotions need to be put on the side. You need to be rational, especially because the media and the social media, people are always trying to tell you how you should feel about a certain thing, how you should think about a certain thing. And if you don't feel or think that way, then here comes the labels. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you hate this people, you. And to protect yourself against that, here, babe. Oh, you don't have a pen? No worries. I have DocuSign. Just sign it here with your fingerprint. With your fingerprint.
And also the Cartier. I have a Cartier pen for you right
Yeah.
here.
Hey, what's it called? Is it called a retina? The eyes?
Oh, retina. Yeah, yeah,
Retina,
yeah.
yeah. Just open your eyes, yeah. So we can validate that it was you who signed it today. Okay. And we have it. It's not on my phone. It's not on my phone, darling. It's on blockchains. It's stored everywhere simultaneously.
I know it already has it.
It's a smart contract.
The moment you press save.
Hey, it's a smart contract, Dumbo. let's proceed.
Oh, wait a second. What's your email? So you can also have a copy.
A copy. You
Yeah.
only have viewing rights, though.
By the way, that's also said. That's also mentioned at Article Z. As
Yeah.
you can see here, you have rights to access it, view it, discuss it with your lawyer. What you cannot do is anything in this document.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And I'll turn around so I can. Oh, no.
Comb your hair. Comb your hair. Yeah, but and the most powerful part of an NDA is the fine, is it's the consequences of infringement. So it's not enough to say, yeah, you're not allowed to, you're not allowed, because when you break the law and you don't have a fine in the agreement, you could still try to get damage repair, but how? Then you need to estimate what the damage is.
What
It's
do they
like,
put
okay,
usually in that case?
I don't know. It depends on the contract. It depends on the contract. It depends on the person you're signing the contract with. Because I mean, if it's a regular person and you put, for example, 500 million or 500,000, for example, for every infringement, plus maybe you're not allowed to do royalties or publish books. If you publish books or you try to profit in any way, shape, or form, then we can generate. Then we are entitled to the money. We can, if you have a YouTube channel or whatever, we can take it down. So things of that nature.
You will work for me for the rest of your life. Your kids will work for me. Their kids will work for me. Good luck.
Yeah.
Welcome
So
to my slave ship. No,
yeah. So you can do, so it's oftentimes, so those are the components. So you have the fine, and a fine is simply, you just, for a fine to come into effect, you just simply need to establish that something had happened. Just like driving through red. If you drive through red, someone sees you driving through red, you can't say you didn't drive through red, so you need to pay a fine. With the instead of having to prove, okay, you passed through red, but did it really damage anyone? Did you hurt anyone? It's not, that's not relevant. So it's like the consequences. You need to have a fine. And of course, if you're in a relationship with a celebrity that has multi-million dollars, then 50,000 is not going to cut it. So you would probably want more. So it oftentimes, yeah. So that's basically what a good NDA would contain.
Before we close the show, RJ, since you're the expert in this field, or at least you know a thing or two, is it possible there is something as a postnuptial agreement? So you sign it after you've already married someone. Is there something like that also for an NDA? For example, I've sent a girl like 2 years ago a message, and don't want her to review that message when I pop off. Not saying I'm talking about hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible to have her sign a document after everything, not before, as an NDA?
Yeah. Yeah. So you can, but it's a bit tricky. You need to be a bit more.
Should you be able to put some money up for them to sign?
Okay. So first, you need to establish whether or not she already disclosed the text message to other people. If she's already
You know how girls are, right?
okay. So
You already disclosed.
because then you don't.
Get it with
But
her friends.
yeah, but let's say hypothetically, she never disclosed it. She states in the contract that she never disclosed it, and she never will disclose it. Then you can. But if she's already disclosed it, then
Can you go for her friends as well? A package deal.
you need to go.
Family value meal.
You can all get it. Just sign here.
Just sign here. You all get 5,000. You
Yeah.
all broke. I know you're broke.
But it's a slippery slope, because he said 2 years. Maybe the friend told the friend told the friend, and then it can be. So hypothetically, it is possible, because you have the freedom to agree to anything, or not anything. But you have the freedom to agree to a lot of things as long as the law allows you to. But
Guys, don't go out there and hire Leon.
Don't hire Leo. Who was that again? Ah,
Leon, the professional. I don't know if you guys remember this movie. Let me share the screen with you. Don't go out there and hire Leon. Don't you
I
remember
thought
this movie?
no. What? No, I thought I no. I thought no.
It's one of the. It's um what's his name again? Jean Reno, where he plays like a hitman that basically helps a kid who's his neighbor,
Okay,
and then it becomes kind of a interesting storyline.
I know. Don't
The end.
no. I thought I knew it.
It's a great movie. I watched it like when I was younger. I watched it a couple of times. I need to rewatch that.
Yeah. No, I thought you were talking about someone else. But okay, no, yeah. But to get back to it,
It's possible, but it's very tricky.
it's possible. Yeah, you need to ask yourself if it's realistic or not. I think that's just something you need to. Well, you can always ask if she. Let's say if you can establish that she maybe disclosed, but never. So she talked about it, but never
Mm.
showed texts. Then you can, you can still
Well,
sign the agreement because I
for
mean,
future.
for future, because it's about the texts, right? People can, people are gonna talk. People are gonna talk.
People gonna.
So we talked about at the beginning, Kevin Costner. The friends know what's the friends of the estranged wife, who are basically apparently seems to be they seem to be the source of a majority of the news relating to the divorce. Know about everything, if not everything, then perhaps a majority of things that they're technically speaking not allowed to know, but they can't say anything. So it's like
But they're not. They're
those
leaking
rumors.
stuff. But they're leaking stuff about the case, right? They're not leaking stuff about the personal life. So it's.
No, but so I'm saying they know.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if they had to sign it as well to get on the property.
But maybe well, there's Kevin, right? This is not. Maybe Kevin didn't have anyone sign anything. Who knows? Who knows? I would be surprised if he
Well,
didn't do that. What I
well,
was.
well, they have a prenup. The
Yeah.
Kevin
Well, maybe,
Costner and
yeah,
his
they
husband
might
have
be
a
right.
prenup, but we don't know if they don't have an NDA or whether they do or not, because the one doesn't exclude the other. Now, that being said, they've been married for a while. That was a different time. So I think the NDAs have become more popular nowadays, I would say. So perhaps, I mean, probably they don't. But I mean, knowing something and that's one thing. Talking about it is something else. And if someone else says it, it can always be a rumor, you know? But if you show texts, shout out to Jonah Hill, then you have proof. And of course, then the conversation discussion becomes whether or not the context is correct, yes or no. But that's a different discussion.
Guys, I'm sorry. You're screwed. Anyway, Haji, do you have anything else to add to this topic?
No. We can proceed. I'm RJ, by the way.
Hey, thanks to everyone that's watched this pre-recorded this show. Whatever your thoughts are, please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video with your friends, your family, and your friends. Comment, engage with us. Let us know what you agree, what you think about what we said, whether you agree or whether you disagree with what either one of us said. Most importantly, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, as this helps us grow the channel, helps us improve the production of our shows, and get into phase 2 of, let's say, well, it's actually phase 5 of the channel.
Kang version.
We want to reach, yeah, we want to reach Kang, not necessarily, depending on how the lawsuit with Jonathan Majors go. It might be Can and Jonathan Majors. Check out that show, guys, but we'll leave it for the end. We want to get 20 new subs this week. So if you're subscribed, thank you. If you're not, please subscribe. And if you know people who might be interested in the videos and the topics we discuss, we would really appreciate you sharing the video and, of course, the channel with your friends and asking them to subscribe as well, as this really helps us. As KaiR always says at the end of the show.
But I can only show you the door.
And if behind that door there's someone who can lessen your thirst at that moment, and you have an NDA on your right hand, or you don't have one. No, let's put it, you have one in your right hand. Don't get tempted to drop it, because before you know, that could be a Russian spy.
Yes, yes.
That wouldn't work, but good luck.
And as KaiR said, if the person doesn't want to sign the NDA, ask the person kindly to leave the property, as you take the NDA from your right hand and put it in your left hand. Let's have a healthy conversation in the comment section below. It's been a pleasure.
I thought you were going to say something else.
I didn't want you to put me so on the screen again.
Yo, I was expecting, I was already looking for a good sound for the next thing you're gonna say. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching.
Yes,
Hope
yes.
you've enjoyed the show, and
See each other in the next one. It's been a pleasure. Until next time. Peace.